Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
They start the drive with Evans.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, it's Tua. Forced out to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the lead.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago!
Darren Darrynton Evans, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 and now on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Jones on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, have the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Out to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Fields.
This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Fields.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
From the 40 now on 2nd down.
Fields
had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw is Fields.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
A final shot before the break. Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darrynton Evans
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Drop, 17, slide through. Heel boot.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Evans is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been. Down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Hey, green.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They snap it to Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
6,
Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
So my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darrynton Evans, 74 yards. And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Cairo Santos lining
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
at their own 22-yard line.
let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tua now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On the ready.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check nigga. Smash, smash. Zone ready. Black shot. Set.
Now Tua.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Okay, right? Yellow, blue. Field, black. Stripe, check, stripe. Red, yellow, black, red. Red.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Here we go, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, confused. Black ultra. Green jack. White, white. Hey, red. Set, cut.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
52 black.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check, smash. Black, blue. Red, 52. Ready?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jonathan Garibay for the Cowboys field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Garibay's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Evans running behind center.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On the ball. On the ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Elliott running right. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now Elliott. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Garibay on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. Touchback here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. All eyes on Fields. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Ultra.
On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Cowboys. 1st and 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
560. Black shot.
12 brings up 3rd down.
Hey, green. Field, black. Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Yellow, go. Red, yellow. Right, right.
Here's Tua. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Come on, set. Striker, 3-3.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
Ready, ready.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime.
Garabay's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's...
Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Charles, normally when you see a group score